Yeah. What are you going to experience now? There are so many steps that you need to take before you experience. You cannot just jump into the experience. What happens if you just jump into the experience? You'll get the wrong experience. Or you get a very damaging experience. You want to go on a vacation. Let's go on a vacation. Yeah, let's go on a vacation. You cannot just get up and go, no? Unless, of course, you're very, very rich. And all you need is one card and a phone call, and everyone is going to arrange everything for you. Correct? Spiritually, there are those kind of people also, but they have a very strong connection, and they've cut off every other connection to this world. That time, wherever they go, there are others on the way serving them, of course. But there's a very, very heavy price to pay for that. And they don't do that just to go on a vacation anyway. They don't do it for their own souls, for their own salvation, for them to achieve a higher station. They don't. They do it for the work that is ahead that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put in this world to continue the mission of the Prophet ﷺ, because the story has not finished yet. It has not finished. You're coming here, you're trying to be good, but those are just the beginning steps. Sahabi Kiram, they came to the Prophet, they took Shahada, they became good. That is just the beginning, correct? The Prophet ﷺ had a mission. Can you imagine the Sahabi saying, okay, this is all that I want from you, Ya Rasulullah. Just to take Shahada, just to be a good person, and now you're doing all these things? You're going to all these battles? It's okay, it's not me, Yani. I'm a peaceful, tolerant one, Yani. I'm loving. I'll stay here and you fight. There are those who did that with the earlier prophets. Not of this nation. Because now, you start falling in love. Not with yourself. You fall in love with that one that is there, that is in front of you, that is showing you the creator of love. And once you fall in love, what do you have to do with what you want? It is what that one wants. That is the meaning of a servant. It's not about what you want. It's about what your beloved wants. You don't even care for your name. You care what the beloved calls you. That is servanthood. Now when you start doing that, then it's a very long journey you have to make. Because now you look with the eyes of the beloved and you see completely something else. It's not you. You understand? When you have a murshid, a shaykh in front of you, you have an idea of what it is. When you don't, you're just imagining. You can do zikr, you can read up all these things, but it is just an imagination to you because you have not tasted, you have not experienced. Do you understand? Why are we following a murshid? Why are we following the Prophet ﷺ? Because it brings us to Allah. We cannot bring ourselves to Allah. If we can bring ourselves to Allah, Allah would not send one single prophet to this world. Allah would not send one single prophet. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would just send the Quran into each and every one of us. He did not. The divine protocol is, our kalima is La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. You cancel out Muhammad Rasulullah, which the whole world is trying to do now. Say, just do La ilaha illallah according to whatever your ilah is. Whatever your ilah is. What are you? You are like this, following your ego. Make translation of Allah's word according to that. What are you? Your political idea is this. Make translation of Quran according to that. What are you? Your agenda is this. Make translation of Quran according to that. Reach to Allah by yourself. Prophet, put him aside. This will destroy your religion. You have no religion. Then your religion will become like those of the Ahli Kitab who were earlier. They have Allah. They have Tawheed. But they don't follow the prophets of Allah. At least they were honest enough to kill their prophets. We are dishonoring now our Prophet ﷺ by putting him aside. Let me not use hard words to say that we kill our Prophet ﷺ. But there are so many Muslims who are doing that today. Everyone is rushing now to make a translation to the Quran, a new meaning of the Quran, according to their own nafs. And thousands are following because it fits to their nafs. Did not used to be like this. The people of the other nations, they did like this. Thousands of versions of the Bible. Every denomination has. Every year has. It's a big booming business. They're doing the same. Of course, Prophet ﷺ says, my nation, the Akhir Zaman, will follow step by step the Jews and the Christians. So how are you now going to experience that? Like I said, step by step, you have to. You want to go on a trip, first, you have to see whether you can afford it or not, basically, correct? You really want to go, you love to go. But if you cannot afford it, you cannot go. Meaning you have to pay. The journey back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not demand your money, but it demands payment. What is that payment? That payment is your ego. That payment is that which separates you from your Lord. That payment is that which you have to make the nafsu amara into a nafsu mutma'in. The one who is riding you, your ego, you must ride it like a burak to meet your Lord. So in order to experience that, first there is a payment. Then, how much more of the analogy can we go on? Oh, we can go on forever. You have to find a travel agency. Not someone who's going to cheat you, who is going to sell you the ticket properly and is going to tell you, I have my man there that's going to take you there. Correct? Then you have to, especially if you go on a long trip, you have to have a physical checkup. You have to have your clothes. You have to this. There's a lot of preparation before you actually embark on this experience. In the spiritual way, similar. You cannot just jump. You cannot just jump. Even if you say, I'm saying La ilaha illallah and everything disappeared. Okay, that's where you are. Never think for an instant that that is all that there is. I am not relying on my shahadat. I'm relying on the shahadat of my shaykh. He is relying on the shahadat of his shaykh. We are relying on the shahadat of our Prophet ﷺ. If you are just going to rely on your shahadat, on the one hand you say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Then I'm going to ask you, which of us has witnessed Allah? Which of us? Witness Allah. Zahir and Batin. For us to say that we have witnessed Allah. Which of us had witnessed the Prophet? At least, alayhi salatu wasalam. None. And who taught us our shahadat anyway? Who taught us our shahadat? When we came out as babies, we're taught this shahadat? Don't play games and to say, no, we're all Muslims, da. No, who taught us to give the shahadat? Don't say, oh, I learned it from a book and this. Who taught us this shahadat? You think that it's coming from you, from me? That we're doing our own research here and there and we're coming up with faith? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has always brought faith from the higher stations through his prophets and his friends to this lower station for us. There is always a chain. It's not from thin air that you collect and you put. Do you understand? So now, to experience this, you need to go to that one who has the key. The people of zikr are people who say, I'm trying with my Islam, I'm trying with my Iman. Now I want to try to taste the ihsan. They will run like all those ones. For example, Salman al-Farisi. And all those other ones who had learned religion, who had learned faith. Now they're coming to the Prophet ﷺ, and they say, we want to taste this, Ya Rasulullah. Like Abu Zar, like Abu Huraira, Like all those other ones, now they say we want to taste Ya Rasulullah. They found a murshid, they found a prophet, they found a guide. And that sunnah, that tradition continues up till today. And you're not going to be able to taste if you don't submit. You cannot. You're not able to taste if you don't make the payment. In about 40 days, 50 days, 60 days, we're going to enter into the time that is the most important time in reality of Islam, which is Qurban. Why is it the most important? Because it is the final act in the final pillar of our faith, of Hajj, to come and to make the sacrifice, correct? If you don't make the sacrifice, is the Hajj accepted? No. If you don't make your Hajj, your religion is accepted, but it's not complete, because there are 5 pillars. Does Allah need the blood of that camel or that cow or that goat or that sheep? No. What does that sacrifice mean? Nobody looks for meaning these days anyway. They only look to how to do it properly. When you throw the jamrat, what does that mean? So many people are saying, I'm throwing at shaitan. How can you throw at shaitan? Shaitan is there? No. Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam and Ismail alayhi salam, yes, they threw at shaitan. What are you doing? They threw at shaitan because shaitan was not in them. Have you thrown away the shaitan from inside of you? Do you even know that he exists inside of you? What, you think this religion is magic, A'udhu billahi minash shaitan rajim, and it's gone just like that? We see in this month of Ramadan, shaitan is locked up, but this world in this month of Ramadan became more and more cruel every day. What is that? Again, people blaming shaitan, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly, He says, shaitan, it is coming from the ins and the jinns. Maybe from the race of the jinns, they are already locked up. But ins, humans who became shaitan, they are not locked up. They are still running around. So the whole key again is the inside. If you don't understand what is inside, how can you protect? How can you protect yourself and others? You're throwing that, but you become more shaitanic throwing it. Some people, they get so passionate, they start throwing their shoe, their things, their handbag, everything they're throwing. So this is when very, very heavy spiritual practices, it becomes just like a ritual. When it's so available to everyone, it becomes just like a ritual. When there's a price tag to it, it becomes a ritual. When it becomes a vacation, anyone, they're so bored, they've gone to Europe, they've gone to India, they've gone to China. Now let's do what? Let's go to Umrah, so that we can boast and brag to our friends we went to Umrah. Same way we say we went to Nice, we went to this, we went to that. Oh, I went to Medina, I went to... Same thing, but it is coming from what? It's coming from pride. They're doing that. That is when then you started. It becomes just a ritual. And that ritual becomes empty, and it will backfire on you. It will backfire. Instead of it cleaning you, it will make you dirtier. The prayer, we just finished the praying. The prayer is protecting you from evil actions and cleaning you up. No. Yet Yazid's army, they were praying before they killed Hazrat Hussein and his family. And they said, quickly, we must kill the grandchildren of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, otherwise we're going to miss Zuhr. They were praying. So how are you going to now understand this? Ritual. The actions. If you don't understand the meaning, not only it becomes empty, if it's empty, it's okay. But wrong meanings are going to come into it. Nafsani meanings are going to come into it. Shaitanic understanding when you come into it, that time you do it, and it will destroy you. So Qurban is going to come, yes. What is that Qurban? It is a Qurban of our ego. the way that animal is sacrificing itself for us. Allah does not want anything from us except for us to come back to Him, to return to Him as He created us. How did He create us? In ahsani taqwim, in the most perfect form. And for us to return, not to Him, just to return to Jannat, we have to be in ahsani taqwim. You think ahsani taqwim, the return to perfection, is so easy. When Holy Prophet ﷺ himself said, hidden shirk. The shirk, it is the biggest sin. And what he fears is his nation in the Akhir Zaman, that they'll have hidden shirk, that they don't even know. And he says hidden shirk, it is more difficult to detect than a black ant on a black rock on the darkest part of the night. So for 1400 years, from the Sahabi Kiram onwards to the Tabi'in and the Awliya Allah continuing, they concentrate on that. How to get rid of the hidden shirk, how to get rid of the ilahs, how to say La ilaha illallah, and how to experience saying La ilaha and to put illallah. Murshid will guide you to that. The mirror. I understand. That time, step by step, they will start preparing you. Because if you can jump into it, big trouble you're going to be. Huge trouble. You have all the money, you've done everything, you have all the credit, and you give it to a charlatan, you give it to someone who's going to fool you with the money, a travel agency, they just take the money and they don't give you nothing, you're in trouble too. So this is a journey back to our Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is not that easy for those who are going to return the way that the Prophet and the companions and the awliya Allah, they return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how serious they take it. Those who want to return that way, they will take that seriously. Those who don't take it seriously, they will return to their Lord. But they will return to their Lord in a way that even shaitan is going to return to his Lord. That time, we're going to be in big trouble. Every one of us, like Maulana Rumi is saying, yes, that time they will understand that moss is going to grow from the deepest part of hell. Meaning every man, eventually, they will reach to paradise. But how we get there? Some will get there fast. Some will take their time. Some they have to clean. Some they have cleaned themselves in this world, so it's easy. Some they have to be cleaned in the grave. Some they have to stay in the fire to clean them. Some for thousands of years, some for longer than that. This is not to be scoffed at. The fire in hell, awliya Allah, they are saying, one drop of the fire of hell is dipped into the oceans of rahmat 70 times. And what has cooled down is given to this world. And that is the hottest temperature physically that is in this world coming from that. The thing is, we don't take our religion too seriously. We don't take Allah, we don't take our Prophet seriously. We don't take hell seriously. We don't take the grave seriously. We should, inshallah. Because these are the things that gives us perspective, it wakes us up, it makes us to balance living in this world. Wa min Allahu tawfiq. Fatiha. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum.